Police tape blocks off a large part of a southwest Omaha neighborhood, the scene of a fatal crash several blocks long. Good evening, I'm Mallory Maddox.
And I'm John Nicely. Happening locally live at 5. Neighbors are left cleaning up, stunned at the tragedy that unfolded, a fiery fatal crash. An Omaha man died after his car slammed into a tree and burst into flames. And the scene, 114th Street between Pacific and West Center.
Our Lena Tillette has been out in the neighborhood and has more on the victim. Lena?
John and Mallory, there are street markings like these from police over a stretch of at least 3 blocks here near 114th and Francis. But sadly, where those markings end is where the victim, 31-year-old Blake Ridenauer, died.
I felt like I had to do something.
It's been a surreal morning for Jeff Bromberger and his wife. Their tree, the landing place of a fiery crash that killed 31-year-old Blake Ridenauer. Bromberger says his wife heard the impact.
She was woken up by what she thought was the sound of strong wind and a thud.
After further inspection, Bromberger says she began screaming for him.
She sees the base of the tree on fire. You know, from our vantage point, you didn't really even see the car. You just see these flames coming up the tree, and she thinks, like, is somebody out there and they're trying to light our house on fire?
Bromberger says when he got outside, he saw Ridenauer's car in flames, but he couldn't see anyone inside. He grabbed fire extinguishers to try to put it out himself.
You know, it seemed like I was kind of making a little bit of progress with the fire extinguisher, but like the instant that it ran out, the flames just completely came back and replaced themselves. So it seemed pretty hopeless.
He says police and fire crews arrived moments later, but the fire grew out of control. Police say Ridenauer died at the scene. The daylight showed his path to the tree was a chaotic one. This is just one of several mailboxes that police say the driver hit before leaving the roadway entirely, driving across this neighbor's lawn. You can see the markings in the grass here, and then finally coming to a stop across 114th at Bromberger's house. Police are still investigating the cause of this crash. It's unknown at this time where Ridenauer was coming from. Bromberger says he's grateful to fire crews for responding so quickly and saving his home, but that a man died in their own yard is hitting them hard.
It's very eerie to think that happened right here. We feel very lucky for ourselves, but sad for him and his family. Now back here live at the scene, you might have noticed a different pronunciation for the victim's name in this story. Well, just before air, we did talk to the family who gave us the correct pronunciation. They also tell us that Ridenauer leaves behind a young son. With photographer Mike Clues, I'm Lena Tillette, WOWT 6 News.
All right, thank you, Lena.